Okay, today we're working on a 2008 Buick Lucerne, and we're going to wind up replacing the front bumper on it. Originally, we was going to try to fix it. We're going to try to fix it with the fiberglass patch and some two-part epoxy. Mix it up together and fill in the seams. If you have a small, just a split or something in your bumper, that'd be fine. But as you can see as we go further in this video, it's just, I got it pulled off of there, and then it was just too far gone. It was going to take so much time working on that to get it back to where it looked halfway decent. It was better time spent just buying another bumper, because that was just too far gone. But like I say, you can use if you just got a split or two, you can just fill it in with epoxy and then put the fiberglass backing on the back of it. Okay, this is where I get my paint: base coat, clear coat, automotive touch-up. That's out of New Orleans, Louisiana. You get your paint code, or you can just get on there and you can go to the year and the make and the model, and pretty much, like, this car was the only one that was even close to being a kind of a reddish maroon. So click on that and you'll be able to get the colors that you need. But you'll see in this video that I basically had to redo this intro again, because originally I was going to say, okay, we're going to fix this bumper for less than $100. About $50 paint, $20 in the $25 in the epoxy, and we're going to fix it for less than $100. That didn't happen. So I had to do this intro over again. But yeah, get your base coat, clear coat, and you'll see in the video that I run out of base coat. I could have used one more can to really, I was painting over a black primer. If it had been a tan light primer, I'd have probably been fine. Painting over a black primer, it's going to take a lot more base coat. But I could have used one more can of primer, one more can of base coat, and I think it would have been fine. So I wound up putting it on, and it was just a little bit dark. The color didn't, I shot it twice. I could have shot it one more time with the base coat, and I could have probably put a couple more clears on it. But it turned out so much better than what it was. So let's go to the car and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, this is in front of a 2008 Buick Lucerne CXL. Okay, this is pretty bad. Got the spot right here sticking up. I think once we get the fiberglass on the back of it, we'll be able to sand that down, epoxy it all in. See, it goes clear up into here. I'm going to try to save a little money by not have to buy another bumper. You buy the original bumper, it's like $1,300, or you can buy an aftermarket for around $130. So we're just going to try to fix this. Anything will look better than what it is now. We're going to pull it off today. We're going to try to get the fiberglass on the back of it, let it dry overnight. Then tomorrow we'll fill it in. Maybe even do the epoxy today, and that way tomorrow we'll be able to just start sanding on it. Be good and dry. But that's a lot worse than I thought it was, so we'll just have to make the best of it, and if it won't work, we'll just have to order another bumper cover. This person here ran into a building. The 2x4 stud hit about right there. So I try to help people out on their cars while I make videos to help you fix your own car. So that's where we're at on that. So to start pulling the bumper off, you start pulling this cover right here off using a trim tool. So we'll just flip that up here. Now, majority of your cars, you got fasteners to the top side, fasteners on the bottom side. You got fasteners around your wheel well, and one bolt that holds it on. It's like an 8 or 10 millimeter that's right inside the fender well that holds it all together. So on the top side, we're gonna take out these small. Okay, we're gonna start right here. You got one here, one there, one there, 3 there, 3 on the other side. That will take the whole front bumper off, including this. We're gonna have to take this off. So we get all these little ones out. I'll just get a small screwdriver. These trim tools, you got to get right under there like this. Okay, get a small screwdriver and see if we can't pop this up. You got to pop them up and then pull them out. Okay, we got the center part out. Now take your trim tool and pull the rest of it out. I'll do the rest of them and I'll be right back. Then we'll get on the bottom side. See what's under there. Okay, and pretty much every car, you're gonna have push pins along here. And this one has a 10 millimeter right here going up this way. 10 millimeter. Going up like that. Get that out. You should be able to start pulling this out. It just sits in their lip. But before we go too far, I've already got all the push pins out. Let's go back up front. I put the car up on a couple blocks, 2x6 blocks. Just to give it that extra 3 inches. Help out tremendously on getting the push pins all across the front right here. All across that front edge, the top, everything's push pins. I'm telling you, a lot of push pins. Why they put in so many push pins? Because they're cheap. And they're fun to get out. Okay, we got this thing up on blocks, and okay, after you get your 10 millimeters out on the sides right here, push that thing forward. So you're gonna have that. You gotta release it and it'll start coming out. Majority of cars are just like this. They got a couple fasteners here. You gotta get into under the fender skirt here. Pop it forward. And we're just about ready to pull this thing off. So I'll get the other side off and I'll get the bumper off. Okay, there's the car without the bumper. Alright, now we can go to work. Get that fiberglass put on there. Okay, these little plastic rivets right here. Went ahead and drill them out. I just have to find some nut and bolt to put on that. That holds your front grill in. Now I got to pull all them little pieces out, little snaps, pull all that out to get the grill out. Pins right in here. that holds this inner bumper in here. Pull that out. This Camaro's got the same thing. This in here got busted, so I'll see if I can't put a little JB weld on that. See if I can't fix that a little bit. It's better than spending $200 or $300 on another one. I bet it'd be every bit of that much. Okay, now you can see them. All these little clips around here. Have to push them in. Push them in and take this grill off. You gotta have this grill off so you don't want to get paint all over it. Don't want to get no overspray or nothing on it. Okay, over here, this is where your tires at, right here. This is where you took the 10mm bolt off. Okay. Right down here, there's another piece that I didn't tell you about that has this bolt on there. You're gonna have to get a 10mm wrench. See, it goes on top of it here. It screws down on that. And you cannot get the bumper off, front bumper off until you loosen that up, because it really tightens down on it. So just get you 10mm. I'll just go ahead and leave that there. But yeah, you really need a, I think you can see that. That bolt right there. And this is your 10mm bolt that goes right into the inner fender there. That's the harder one to get to, because you got the fender liner inside there. I wanted to show you that, because this here will not push out until you get that loose, or actually best to even take it plumb off of there. Then it's no problem getting it off. Okay, I'm going to try this front grill out of here. Now I'll be right back. Okay, we got this thing over here, and okay, it's not looking too good now. You got this part here sticking up. Got a big old gash there, and busted all the thunder there. And this kind of sticking up. I don't know if it's going to be worth fixing or not. This is split all the way to the front. Think about just go ahead and ordering a new bumper on it. Although I will try. I'll mix up some of that epoxy and see how far I can go on this today. If I don't have very good luck, then I'm sure it'll hold it. See, that's pretty bad. But I think once I start seaming that in, I think and sand that off, I think it'll start looking pretty good. Might have to take a hammer and knock that one back in. Something, I don't know. Sure don't look very good. So I'll get some epoxy and we'll try that and see where we're going to go on that. So I'll work on it a little bit and I'll be back. Okay, as you can see, got a new bumper in. Right in this area right here, where it was all smashed in. This was folded. This is folded in. That was folded in. Sent by FedEx. Yeah, just a little bit disruption here. And over on the other side, we'll have to straighten that out maybe after we get it painted. But overall, it's better than what I thought it'd be. So first thing we're going to do, gonna wipe it down with acetone. So I'll get started on that. Wipe this good with acetone. Sure ain't got no fingerprints or nothing on it. This is facing upwards, so we're going to shoot all this. Going to shoot all the edges first. All your edges, it's really going to show. All this right in here where all the lights are. Make sure you got all the rear edges covered really good. Now on the bottom side, it ain't gonna matter that much because it's best to get the top side first. So I'm gonna get a mask on. Let that dry for a couple seconds. I'll start shooting around. I'm gonna be using a spray can. Okay, so far so good. I'm not worrying too much about the bottom down there because it's got like a little black spuller on the front of it anyway. I've only got one can of paint. If I gotta leave that black, then I will. I might have to go in here and probably shoot it again to get the rich color I need. I know one thing, I gotta go get some more lights. Make sure I don't miss nothing, especially on the color. I got these studio lights right here. I'll show you what I mean. See, it's kind of dark over here. See how blotchy that looks? See how blotchy that is? Got some light and see what we're doing now. We gotta bring that in. Make it look good. Lots of color on it. Yeah, today is really humid, and I hope it don't affect my paint any. Got some storms coming in tonight, so see how that's going to come out. So we got about a half a can left. I'm getting down to crunch time now. Okay, see how blotchy that is? We gotta bring all that in. I tell you, if I run out of paint, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Okay, mainly get the top side here. Yeah, blend it in good. If I run out of paint, I'm gonna be, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I really don't. Okay, I'm out of paint. Let that dry a few minutes. Then we'll get the clear coat on it. Okay, we're ready to put on some finish. I'm going to use a regular respirator this time. I'm not going to use just like a regular little surgeon mask. Well, if I can get this thing figured out here. No, I ran out of paint. What I need is one more can right now. Still looks a little blotchy, but hopefully that whenever I get the finish put on there, it's gonna blend it in and make it look better. I'm hoping, but probably not. I can always come back again with even with the bumper on there, tape it off, and reshoot if I have to. That's the only thing I know to do. I can definitely make it look better even with the bumper on there. So being the camera's on this side, we'll go ahead and start on this side. Get my mask on here. And I got one can. So I'm going to have to basically do the same thing. I'm going to have to mainly concentrate on the top side. The stuff that's going to show. So let's do this. I'm not going to be able to talk much with this thing on. Okay. I hope this is going to be better. Not bad. Okay, I'll move you around to the front here. We'll keep going. It's certainly going to look better than what it was. I'm going to need my light over here. Gotta make sure I don't touch any wet paint. I can see what I'm doing now. Okay, I got about a half a can. Let it set for a few. We'll shoot again in a little bit. Okay, got my mask on, ready for coat number 2 on the finish side. Make it good and wet. You don't want it to run. Looking good. So get my light over here. Okay, let's keep going. Well, it's really shining now. Looking good. Looking good. Okay, I see my batteries flashing on my camera. So I'm gonna let this thing sit for a while, and I'm gonna let it set overnight. This is done as far as the painting process goes, so I'll see you in the morning and we'll get this thing put back on. So we'll be right back. Okay, next day. Got the bumper all done, getting ready to put it all back on. So we gotta get the inner bumper, stick that in there. And the front grille, got to put that on first. Okay, let's see, snap that in there. That looks better. Push pins that holds that in there. I gotta find them. Okay, get these put in. Okay, there it is, all done. Those 10mm in the each side in the fender there. Probably took me an hour on each side to get them put on. I just couldn't get them lined up right. Fought it and fought it. Had to push it back further. Well, you can see it quite don't match. I actually ran out of paint. I should have put one more can of base coat on it. It would really made that color pop. And if I would have had a lighter primer, a light gray primer, it would have probably been fine. Because it had a black primer on it, it needed one more coat. And I may suggest doing that. I'll just lightly sand that, tape it off real good where nothing shows, and shoot that front bumper again. I may do that if she wants it done that way. Probably cost another $100. Put another can of red on there, kind of reddish maroon, and then shoot it again clear. I think it'll be good to go. I think it looks better. It looks a whole lot better than it did. So anyway, I didn't show too much assembly because I fought that and fought that to get the, you know, your two bolts in each fender there. Yeah, the one going right up in here. You got that one here, you got the one going up in here. That was a hard one to get to. You got all this in the way. But anyway, you can really probably see the color difference there. It's a little bit darker. Certainly better than it was. So anyway, I think I'm gonna put up some tools and go get this thing delivered. So I guess that's gonna wrap up this video, and thanks for watching.